Welcome back, fans and family of the world. My name is Mario, and we are back today in our lovely family corner for another BTS member birthday. In this case, our sunshine, our beautiful, our tiny, precious, dearest Hobi, J-Hope, Hosok, the dancer of K-pop, the one and only Jung Hosok, born on the 18th of February 1994. That was a long intro. Oh my god. There's not enough words to praise this gorgeous man. So whatever you can add to that intro will be valid. Let's leave him here for now. Um, Please don't fall. Great. All right, so we are back with the BTS birthdays. I mean, they're all pretty close, except for the ones in September and October. But I'm sorry because I started the channel just right after Namjoon's and Jungkook's birthday, so we're gonna have to wait for that. But for now, we are here today to celebrate Hobi's birthday. First of all, as always, I want to congratulate him. I want to say happy birthday to him, and remember to all of you to send him a lot of beautiful messages through Weavers, Instagram, whatever you feel like it, to show him how much we love him and how much we cherish his existence and everything he's given to us. Not only his talent as a dancer, as a producer, songwriter, singer, everything, but also how beautiful he is as a person and all the comfort he has given to us with his sunshine personality and his laughs. It's just a joyful person to be around, I feel, and I wish he could be like my friend who I would call him like, oh my god, I have a bad day, can we spend some time together? I don't know. I'm so sad I missed his solo concert, but at least I was there to experience his whole journey when he was back from the military service. And I don't know, all the things he has achieved, which are a big deal, such as Lollapaloozas, the solo concert, the new songs, everything. I'm gonna go with the same structure as the other three members we've done already. And next month, just before the comeback, we will have also during his birthday. Army, as always, if you start to like my content, if you enjoy my company, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so that you don't miss anything that I will put out in the future, especially now that we have the comeback coming, because we're gonna have thousands of videos, like a lot of content, reaction, analysis, breakdown lyrics, dying on the floor too, like everything is going to be all over the place. And also you can check my Patreon for the full Are You Sure show reaction, which we ended already 2 weeks ago. And yeah, that's it. Let's go first of all for best Hobie moments. This is my way of giving him a birthday present, highlighting his best moments, performances, and songs. Like Hobie alongside Jin are probably like that is a thing to say, what I'm about to say, because all of the BTS members are so effortlessly funny. But Hobie and Jin are just one step above in that area because what do you mean? This man is a comedian. I cannot with his laugh, I cannot like get over how he always laughs at the silliest things just like me. This is like only a selection of five. They're not necessarily my favorite. Are five that I just remember and I was like, oh my god, I love this one so much. But maybe there's something I'm not remembering right now that it's just like the best thing in the world. And that is your work. You can type in the comments other moments that you like about Holly. Number five is just a representation of all the times he's scared because he's a scaredy cat. And like remember on Ranjin, just when he returned from the military service and he got so scared with the zombies and stuff, those kind of things. But this one specifically is in Iran, BTS, and I believe it was like for celebrating the 50 episode or something like that. They were on this ride with the boat that like just like the same one we talked with Jenny and Rose, and they were trying to guess. It was a game of guessing words and stuff, and he was so scared. He was holding onto the side of the boat with his hands, which is something I will never ever understand. It's like dying. Ah, ah, and with the tiny fingers like this, like why? Why are you even doing that? Oh my god, that is so fun. It's just an iconic moment. I think everyone on the family agrees with this one. All right, number four, it's another Ram BTS episode. Oh my god, I love this show so much. We have to rewatch it. And it's that one where they have like a forbidden word. They've done this several times, and they have a forbidden word, and if they say it, they get sprayed with water until they realize which word that is. And in this episode, Hobie's word was his laugh. So every time he laughed, he got sprayed, and he did not understand what was going on. So he would laugh again, he was like, what's going on? And like his expressions of surprise were hilarious, and all the members were laughing so much because he could not understand it. Oh my god, the situation itself, like Hobie carried that episode. I swear to God, it was so funny. Just one of my favorite episodes in terms of laughing, even though that's a huge competition there. Number three is on Bon Voyage on the first, was it the first season? Yes, I think it was. Maybe he repeated afterwards on the second season. I don't remember right now, but he copied that famous sentence when you cannot like take pictures or be bothered by fans or something. Important business, like we're doing important business that we you cannot take a picture with us, we cannot tell you what we're doing and stuff. And he would translate it in the worst possible pronunciation, which was the funniest thing. Kind of a important business.
sorry, picture, sorry.
No, okay.
Important business. sorry, sorry.
It's okay.
영어 황이라고 영어. Important business.
Oh, sorry.
Important business. And he was doing that to all the locals who were like going to say hi to them. Oh my god, Hobie, he's such a comedian. Like I swear to God, who does that? I love
최고의
his
단어입니다.
like
Important business.
extroverted
네,
personality.
중요한
Like he's
부분이에요.
just
네,
himself to the point where you cannot help but laugh every time he says something. Number two is one of the most iconic things BTS has ever done. I still cannot understand how they managed to do that without dying of laughing, which was this kind of representation of an army house on a master that was projected on the master, where Hobie would play the mother of Namjoon. Namjoon was army, and Hobie was his mother, but she was also an army. First of all, just like how he was dressed as a mother, he would scold her son, he would scold her husband, which was Jungkook. And then they would shut the fan chant. Oh my god, the way they were doing that, and just like the whole thing, him dressed like that and doing all the funny things he could ever done in one single shot. Amazing performance by Hobby, honestly. And finally, oh, this one I just no, no, this is always going to be my like. I sometimes I even forget about this because there's a lot of moments on lives on Grand BTS episodes. It's just a lot of content, but each time I see this one, I just die of laughter. It was alive. I believe it was alive. Where they were like saying, "We cannot say bye. We're not all together," and then all of a sudden, Hopi appeared, from the right side of the screen dressed as a flower, doing like what was even that? He was doing sounds like and like it's just sad. Like there's not even like a single conversation. Was that? And oh my god, no, 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 no! I cannot watch that. I swear to God, I cannot watch that. And also, all the other members were again laughing so much because he always manages to make everyone around him laugh. No, that is peak comedy, to be honest. And of course, I could go on with a lot of other ones. Strawberry. I like hamburger and Sprite or pasito pasito suave suavecito when he's judging people or when he got scared with the zombies on the bus. Moving on to the performances, which is another hard thing to do in this case with Hobie. So far we've done Jimin, Jin, and Taeyong, and Jimin and Tai have not done a single like a solo concert, so that was easy because you can pick like specific clips that they have done. And even though Jin did do a concert, I already had done a video for that concert because I went there and I explained the whole experience. So on Jin's birthday video, we did not include any performance from that concert. In this case, we have Hobie, who has not only done a solo concert but also two Lollapaloozas and a lot of promotions because he has had like three singles, an album, an AP. He did a mixtape on the beginning of on 2018. I mean, so there's a lot of content. That's why we're not gonna be doing like kind of just saying Lollapalooza 2022 or 2025 or like the whole Hope on the Stage concert. No, because that would be, I think, unfair because it includes a lot of performances. So I'm gonna pick some ones and try to distribute them that we can cover a lot of things that he has done. That's why I'm starting with number five because I gotta give credit to these, even though they're not my favorite songs. Well, one of them actually is, but not the other one. I would say it's not my favorite style of him, but it's when he did on Mama 2022 More and Arson. He had just released the same year Jack in the Box, and honestly, that performance was fire. I mean, Harrison. He was so handsome. He was dripping aura with all the dancers, the fire, the intensity of the songs makes it for a absolutely a stunning performance. And I don't know, also the fact that he was alone by himself for the first time in a end of the year Korean awards and stuff. They were just starting the hiatus, so I think it was special for him, and he did super super well. And I also love the visuals for Jack in the Box, that clown thing. Well, the Jack in the Box actually like, yes, Mario, you're doing well. And of course, he has done those two songs on both Lollapaloozas and their concert, but that specific one, it was more thought for only those two songs. That's why I want to highlight. Then we're moving on, like the oldest one I'm mentioning here, and we have to give credit to this performance because even though it's so different to what he's done these last years, this was amazing. And it's Mama on the solo stage for the Wings tour. Like, oh my God, that song, first of all, is so beautiful, the message, but it's so fun to sing and so entertaining. It's my favorite solo of the album. And I also think it's so meaningful that he acquired to sing with him. And it was so emotional seeing him like on that moment where everything was silent, singing to his mama and grabbing the mic and doing some amazing vocals. Honestly, Hobie, you slayed that so hard. It makes me so emotional. That's why I think I have to highlight this performance because Hobie's music it's not maybe that focused on the emotional side, even though we have really meaningful lyrics like Equal Sign or Future, Safety Zone and stuff. Number three, it's also pretty not pretty old, but maybe older than regular. Like it's not from these last years. And it was specifically, even though he has performed this song on everything he's done, the ego performance on the Map of the Soul online concert. And let me tell you, I feel like when you play this song in the whole concert, the whole on the stage or Lollapalooza, there's a lot of songs that so they can kind of merge and maybe you don't feel like highlighting that specific part, even though that song is one of my favorite BTS songs in general and specifically solo songs. But in this concert, it was the first time and it was really hopeful. It's a really upbeat song, really beautiful message, and just like it's for a party, for a club to have fun, and he suits that style so well. And I don't know, I love like the beginning on those cars, and then the choreography. It's so funny. I love that choreography. It's so addictive. I don't know why, but I love it. The other members joining him at the end to just do some silly moves. He was so gorgeous, and he did it today. It's different aura, different outfits. We are moving into serious territory because we are going with some specific things from the Hope on the Stage tour. How dare he did this one? Well, these two songs. Number two is for the Mic Drop and Babs mashup. He also did Airplane Part 2, but that was he did not sing that much. And he also did Disease, but I don't feel like it's as impressive as the other two. Honestly, every time he performs Mic Drop, it's I feel like if I had to pick a member to give Mic Drop as a song for their solo career, it would be Howie. He also performed it on that France special Gare des Gens, one I also mentioned for Rosé the other day. And honestly, what the hell is going on with that song? What happens to him? He goes crazy and so intense. And then if you combine that now with Babse, what happened to this man? Honestly, who changed this man on the military service? I mean, he's always been like that, but he used to hide it more, and now he doesn't. And honestly, I could literally die and melt about his performances on Babse. We're simply going to skip all my thoughts on that, besides the fact that he does amazing, as always, really sexy, really hot, really energetic, and I feel like the combination of the two songs is what makes it like wow, that's the highlight of the concert, honestly. Number one, I think if we were talking about hotness and sexiness and stuff, everyone agrees that literally lost her minds when this came out. That's why I'm not going to highlight one specifically, but rather every single performance he has done with this song. And it's the Killing It Girl performance. Like, what is that? With Alicia, the choreo, no shirt sometimes, most of the times, because what the hell was Lollapalooza, honestly? No, this song it's just perfect. Everything is perfect about the performance. Like all the dancers together, their chemistry with Alicia together, cling 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 on the beginning, their choreography. I mean, look at Jimin and Jungkook; they were literally obsessed with Killing It Going. We saw that on Are You Sure? So it has to mean something, right? I feel like also the Mona Lisa performance it's also so cool, like the choreo and stuff. But this one was just somehow better, if that could be taught. It's just my favorite one because I realize that I cannot leave the screen when I'm watching him doing that. I mean, I can never take my eyes off anything he's doing, but specifically this song. Oh God. Anyway, we know he's one hell of a performer, one of the best ones I've ever seen in my entire life. So we could mention literally everything he does because he does it amazing and he puts a lot of effort. Now, finally, moving on to my top 5 songs. And this is also really interesting because, in general, I tend to like more the solo projects of the vocal line members because they suit more my style. I feel like, as I've said, Yoongi is really hard, hip hoppy stuff, and then Namjoon, I artistry like objectively maybe the best one, but not songs that maybe I'm gonna go to listen a lot of times because they have to be for really specific moments. And with Hobie, what happens to him is that he went like escalating. Hobie has done really something special these last 2 years to me with his music. In fact, in my top 10, you can find the entirety of the Hope on the Street AP. I love what he did there, like the style of music. You can also find the 3 singles, and maybe from Jack and the Box, maybe just more. And then maybe it could be Chicken Noodle Soup. So I'm not that fan of Jack in the Box and Hope World compared to the other stuff he's done. I mean, I love all his music, but it's the same thing that happens with Yoongi, more like hard hip hop style. And maybe there's more specific songs that I like. I love More and Safety Zone and Future. And I mean, I like Spaghetti. I just got used to it and I like it. I like Rush Hour. And from the first AP, I like Whole World and Daydream and Airplane. I mean, there's a lot of songs that I like, but specifically, he has done something to me these last 2 years. That's why now he's probably my fourth favorite one in terms of his music. Number 5, I really, really struggle to pick between two, but I end up picking On the Straight. And I feel like I picked this one over Mona Lisa because as much as Mona Lisa is really, really catchy, I feel like with time I can appreciate On the Street more because it has this nostalgia with the whistle, and the meaning of the song is really important regarding that he went back to his roots of dancing on the street and stuff. I'm talking about the solo version because I don't enjoy like the J. Cole part that much. That's why I love the solo version so much. And yeah, it's really uplifting. It makes me feel good, and the visuals on the concert when he was playing this song were also really beautiful. So yeah, I decided that this one should be above Mona Lisa, even though I tend to listen to Mona Lisa more. Number 4, we already mentioned this one, and what can I do about it? And it's He'll Need Curl. And guys, this is just a bop. I thought my obsession with this song would fade on the first months, but it has not. It's actually concerning how good it sounds. And I've got to say that even though I love the solo version more, I do like Glorilla's verse on that song too. But there's just something about the melody and the way he flows, and I cannot stop thinking about the choreo. It's just like the whole package, and honestly, his hotness on the lyrics and the things he's saying, like, yeah, yes, you're killing it, girl, but honestly, you're killing it more, hobby. You're killing it, hobby. That's what the song should be called. Because what the hell, man? No, no. This song was really good, and as I've said, I'm just like a really poppy mainstream guy. That's just the way it is. And I feel like he really grabbed my attention more with these 3 songs. And also the fact that I was there to witness them on real time, and it was like the first things that I experienced as a new army. It was also really, really special. Moving on to number 3, we have the gorgeous, beautiful, again nostalgic song I Wonder featuring Jungkook. Honestly, he really made a great decision incorporating Jungkook's vocals here because this song is already precious and beautiful by himself. But the two of them together, oh my god. I love when a song is soft and nostalgic and it just makes me feel good. And when Jungkook comes in, where we go. But also when he starts, I love Hobi's vocals too. So I wonder everything about us. Tell me what we do. And when he brought Jungkook on stage, honestly, I collapsed. This song, it's literally not only one of my favorite Hobby songs, but also one of my favorite solos of them. And it's a lot because it's my third one. That's why I'm saying that my favorite Hobby songs are really, really strong to me. The same thing happens to me with number two, which is Lock and Unlock. And as you can see, this AP really shines on my top. And I feel like people does not talk enough about this song. It's honestly so well done. Like Benny Blanco, congrats, because what the hell with this production? I love that. Wow, touches my brain. Don't know why. That's the horrible performance I just did for that song. But yeah, there's something about the sound of this AP, this kind of, I just don't know how to explain it, but it's a really a vibe. It's a song that really calms me. If I were to have someday I have anxiety, I would play this song or I wonder, and it would really, really help. That's why I'm saying that I feel like Hobie has done an amazing job with the last projects he has released. Finally, I think you can guess it. I think I already mentioned this on my 2025 songs. My number one, as much as maybe you don't agree with it, it's Sweet Dreams. Yes, guys, I've been a Sweet Dreams guy since it was released. It's my favorite one out of the three. It's the more lovely, beautiful sunshine colors of the three songs, and that's just the way that I am. My favorite kind of song. It's so nostalgic again, but so catchy at the same time. I just wanna love you like, love you like, love you like that. And Miguel's vocals are amazing. The structure of the song is really simple, but it's just kind of a really beautiful gift with a tiny little bow, pink bow specifically. I love the MV, and I just love that it's a softer song. It does kind of have a choreo, but not for the whole song. You can appreciate this like more stripped back. And also it's so romantic, and so romantic with a few innuendos, I have to say, because there's nothing left but diamond necklace. We're not going to talk about that innuendo. We're just gonna leave it for everyone's imagination. But still, I feel like he was just getting ready with this song for the other two. I have the charm because I wanted to try to have the video call with him. I did not got it. But I have the charm and I have the car and those things and the key for Sweet Dreams on my keys. I always carry it with me. It's just such a special song. It's almost a year since it was released. Since day one, I was like, oh my god, I love this song so incredibly much. I feel like it's really underrated. It has not received the love it should have received in terms of streams and stuff, because people just, when another song was released, they were focusing on the next one, Mona Lisa and Killing It Girl, and I feel like this prevented this song to reach more of the regular general public. But anyway, I'm still gonna keep it for me then, because it's by far my favorite one. And yeah, that's it. We've gone through all my hobby favorites. Let me know if you agree with them, if you're happy that I do this for all the members. I'm really eager to do this for Yoongi and then for Jungkook and Namjoon, even though we will have to wait more for them. For the next birthdays, I will think another cool idea to do. But I don't know. I just love these guys so much, and it's just the only one of the few things I can do for their birthday. So I really hope you appreciate that, and you can also let me know on the comments which are your favorite both like songs, performances, and moments of Hobie, and just like celebrate his birthday with me. Alright, we will leave it here for today. Thank you so much for staying till the end, and we will see each other soon to keep fanboying and fangirling. Adios!